during the request.
One question.
I'm sorry. So there are these two, like, 35-year-old white women standing and saying that, you know, we don't want to lecture to you guys. We just want you to let us know what Coca-Cola should be doing and how we can, you know, be a better company. And, you know, we really care. And we have someone here from the local Coca-Cola chapter who is going to talk about, you know, scholarships, and they would just go on and on and on, not really answer the questions, say that the only reason that there's any sort of political controversy is because that guy, Ray Rogers, he is making it up for his own, like, political ends. And then the students responded, but local organizers in India, why would they make up that their drinking water's gone? Like, and it was really good, and I feel like on the whole, everyone just felt like they were so patronizing and so dismissive and really kind of insulting, how they just kept saying, like, us folks, like, down home, and I don't know, I thought it was really interesting, but, yeah.
Coca-Cola does have a problem. They do not want to be on tape because they can't get away with the constant lies and misinformation that they put out there. That's what it's all about. I challenge them, go ahead and sue me. I'd love them to go ahead and sue me. Love to do discovery, present our case. We have no problem. Like I say, truth is a very strong defense. They can't deal with truth and they can't deal with the facts.
William C. Wardlaw III, who owns some 35,000 shares of Coke.
I do recognize you.
Thank you, sir. Those shares and others held by my family and our charitable foundations go back to my grandfather and the initial Coke offering. My family and I are unanimous in feeling a deep responsibility to try to influence Coke to indeed do the right thing. People all over the world are now connected so that the villagers in arid areas of India whose wells are being sucked dry and whose streams are being polluted by Coke bottling plants are in touch with Coke workers in Colombia, South America, who have seen many of their leaders assassinated. Our relationship with our bottlers is crucial and extremely complex, but some issues are not complex at all and are non-negotiable. We do not sell syrup to bottlers who violate basic international standards of human rights, terrorizing workers and their union organizers. We do not or should not sell syrup to bottlers who suck dry the wells of villages.
Thank you, Mr. Wardlaw. I don't impugn your integrity at all, Mr. Wardlaw, but I would say that I do wish that your statement that we are enlightened by truth-telling on the internet were entirely true. There is a great deal of truth on the internet, but unfortunately there is a great deal of perversion of the truth on the internet.
So we're here in San Francisco, California, and we're having our second mediation meeting with Coca-Cola. We made a lot of progress. The parties came very close to each other on the money. But Coke made it very clear that they would only take that offer if all the plaintiffs that are currently working at Coke bottling plants, which is 8 of them, if they'll resign their employment at Coca-Cola, which is an incredible offer to make at the 11th hour. We're this close to an agreement. We've been talking for a year. They've never suggested that these people need to resign. The whole case is over workers and union rights, and they want these workers and key union leaders to resign their posts in order to make this deal. And of course I said, look, that is a deal killer. We won't agree to that. Take it off the table. And so that was a huge issue, I would say even a poison pill that they threw out there at the last minute. So I now go home without an agreement, but I think with the hope that we can reach an agreement if Coke comes off this ridiculous proposal that these workers resign.
No, pues para qué seguir con algo que va a seguirse trabajando es sobre la base de lo que Coca-Cola quiere y no sobre lo nuestro. Eso no tiene sentido. Porque nosotros lo que decimos es o Coca-Cola cambia bastante su propuesta o no va a haber acuerdo, es que eso es así. Yo creo que hay que forzar a la empresa a que presente ese texto en español. Ellos tienen la plata y tienen la gente para eso. Si han tenido la plata para jodernos aquí todo el tiempo, ¿por qué no van a tener el tiempo y la plata para resolver un problema tan sencillo como es una traducción? Bueno, hasta luego. Gracias.
Hey, Leo.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So how's our case in Colombia going?
It's going well. It's going well. Let me give you, because it's been a while since we talked about it. First of all, in terms of the Coke case, with any luck, and we've been, it's been like giving birth. We should be 2 weeks away from finally settling that case, I think.
And what will Coca-Cola, will there be an admission from Coca-Cola?
Not an admission, no. That's very difficult to get. But I think the fact that they're settling and there's going to be a press conference, which, and when that's scheduled, of course, I'd like you to be there, obviously.
Well, let's try to coordinate it.
Okay. I think a lot of people will perceive it as that they did something. I mean, when you pay money, you did something.
You didn't pay it if you didn't do it.
Exactly. So that's a very positive thing that we're excited about. The other thing they have to do as part of the settlement is in Colombia, they have to, in all the papers and in the media, denounce anti-union violence and say it's not only wrong, it's bad for business.
You got to denounce it in America, too.
Well, that too. Well, it will be here, too, but specifically in Colombia, I think what we essentially want them to do is tell the paramilitaries, look, if you think killing unionists is helping business, it ain't.
It's not. Yeah.
Because it's embarrassing us, it's undermining us.
And we're exposing them all over the world.
Absolutely. So I think, Coke has come to its senses.
Now let's jump to 2007, right now. On the Super Bowl football game and the Academy Awards, Coca-Cola spent just for a few minutes of advertising about $20 million or more, just for a few minutes advertising. A 30-second ad on the Super Bowl cost $2.6 million. $2.6 million for a 30-second ad. And I know that this company certainly can be made to compensate the victims